Welcome everyone to a new update, and today we are going to discuss XRP. No, we have to discuss Coinbase listing as that's happening today, and everybody is discussing it as what's the value of Coinbase, how should we predict it, should we buy it, should we buy Bitcoin, what's going to happen. There's FOMO, euphoria, everything is happening right now, so we're going to discuss that. But before that, do not forget to subscribe beneath and also like this video and comment if you want to see some specific content. Now, Coinbase IPO is going to happen, or Coinbase listing is going to happen, which is essentially the same. The fact is that the valuation is 50 billion at the start, as their price is going to be $250 per share. Is that a lot? Is that too much? Given the fact that they have made 1.9 billion in the first quarter of this year, so if you just calculate that, it's about 8 to 10 billion in 1 year. The valuation of 50 billion is not too much. So a valuation of 80 to 100 billion seems relevant and normal. However, if you have that valuation, the valuation of Binance should be way higher. However, the difference is that the Binance coin does not give you any guarantee that the token that you have, that you are partially the owner of the company as well, which is essentially a stock like Coinbase is giving you. So the valuation of Coinbase in that region is completely fine. What's going to happen on the actual listing? That is a big question. Most likely outcome is that once it's getting listed, it will run up in the days afterwards because of the FOMO. And then just drop down again. Just what we see quite often with altcoins. Then you make that run up, and then in the next few days after, the hype goes away and it starts to drop down. That does not seem unlikely to me. That's actually what I'm expecting as the most likely scenario that's going to happen with Coinbase at this stage. What's going to happen with Bitcoin? I guess the same. I guess we have just witnessed a run up. People are expecting a bear market to start as they are comparing it with the 2017 CME futures. Doesn't seem the case right now for me. It's a completely different part of the cycle. We are in the bull cycle. We are midway in the bull cycle, but not even close to a top. Could we have a temporary top in which we're going to have a consolidation period? Yes. But for that, we've got some critical areas to watch. So therefore, we can just check out the chart that I've got here on the screen, in which we know that we've got that downwards momentum based on the P indicator and the options expiry a few weeks ago. And you see that the price just continued rallying since. And as I'm saying it quite often on this channel, is that the previous high should become support to continue or guarantee continuation of the upwards momentum. And in this case, we can see that we've had a breakout above the all-time highest. This was the critical area to break through, and 61k became support, of at least has to become support. So what is the critical area right now on the lower time frames? That's this level around 61k. And yes, we can overshoot to 60.4. That could happen. But all in all, it has to hold this support level, given the fact that then the upwards momentum is going to continue, and my next target zone is around 68k based on Fibonacci extension tools. And if we hold this 61k, we can just have a consolidation for weeks or for months and just have an upwards grind, which also happened in 2017. So is it likely that altcoins are going to drop down at this stage? No. If Bitcoin is going to grind upwards, altcoins will just have their momentum, given that there is so much new money coming into the markets, therefore providing that everything is just going to run upwards as all that new money is coming in, and there is no rotation of money into the markets. As usually what you see is that money is rotating through the markets, that at some stage a certain group of coins is running, then that one finished, the next group runs, etc. Well, we saw that quite often, right? But in this stage, I think we're just going to run together, especially given the fact that Bitcoin just made this outbreak or breakout above 61k, and Ether, Litecoin, Tron, Ripple, all those coins were just following suit. But the critical area to hold for Bitcoin is the 61k level. If that does not hold, we'll see correction all across markets. And then I'm going to look at 58 and especially this region around 56 once again. as that's the critical support zone to hold after that. And then we get a scenario where we are just making that consolidation. So what is going to happen today with the Coinbase IPO? I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm just sidelined to see the outcome. I'm very excited to see what's happening in about some hours from now. And I think it's a big milestone for the markets in itself, as crypto and blockchain and Bitcoin are going mainstream. That's this cycle. That's why this euphoria and momentum will be way larger than what we have right now. We'll reach levels that we've seen in .com peak high cycle, I guess. And after that, we'll just have a massive crash. But for now, we are just in a very nice bull cycle. And altcoins are still going to continue heavily. As we can check out some of those dino coins. Litecoin everybody's already happy with the recent move of Litecoin, but Litecoin is just barely waking up. And I've been discussing Litecoin over and over and over again, in which I want to see this green zone here become support. And as it becomes support here, it's ready to start the new bull cycle. And if you go back in history, it's very comparable to the bull cycle that started in 2016, as then the altcoins were also accelerating above their first all-time high, and then came all the way back, and in 2017 had two more cycles. Comparable with Aave right now, because Aave broke out last year massively, made a big run to new all-time highs, then had a very significant correction and had another run this year. So I guess what we're going to see is that coins like Litecoin and EOS, etc., are going to have the first real cycle in the coming months, then have a correction once again, and then next year we will see two more cycles. So yes, this is going to be mind-blowing, probably this cycle. I still believe that that's going to happen. And after that, you should be out of crypto, mostly in cash, I guess, as the crisis is going to kick in. But Litecoin is currently just breaking above crucial levels. And as long as it stays above green, so if you get any positions in this region here, I think you'll be settled quite well. And then we're going to see a run to at least these red levels here. And most likely we're going to see continuation to anything around 8,500 Satoshis, which would bring Litecoin towards $500 to $700. So I guess we're going to have an all-around season. I'm not sure where Bitcoin is going to go from here. 61k is the crucial level. A very short market update today, but there's not much more to say right now. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow with the fresh new update, and later today with a new interview. So subscribe. I'll see you again.